wrong? What happened?
I don't know. I played horrible. I know I should be doing better.
Well, maybe we should take you to a sports psychologist.
Hi, how are you?
Good.
Have a seat. Good. So, tell me about what's been going on.
I've played basketball for the past 5 years, and recently it started to get more competitive. Before every game, my muscles get tense, I get shaky, and I can't concentrate. I do well in practice, but for some reason when it comes to the game, I can't perform well and can barely shoot a free throw.
It sounds like you're experiencing pre-competitive anxiety. In a study in the International Journal of Sport and Exercise Psychology, sports psychologists focused on how intensity and interpretation of anxiety affected an athlete's performance.
A variety of factors including gender, location, competitive experience, competitive trait anxiety, and team cohesion were compared to see which had the greatest effect on pre-competitive anxiety symptoms, and how these symptoms could be regulated and interpreted as facilitative.
I'm going to use the study to help you perform better in a game situation.
Sports psychologist Graham Jones says that how much control you have over a situation can determine if anxiety will be facilitative or debilitative. It all comes down to how well you can focus on yourself rather than focusing on things that you can't control, such as environmental factors. For example, you cannot control the audience at an away game. Instead, focus on what you can control, which is your skills. Have a controlled, set routine that you do before every game or free throw, and ignore the fact that you are not at a home location. To avoid anxiety, avoid looking at the rankings before a competition. Similarly, understand that your past performance does not determine your future performance. If you are unhappy with your past performance, use it as motivation and set goals to improve in the future.
When there is something you can't control, it is important to develop coping skills to allow you to use your anxiety in a more facilitative way. If coping skills such as these aren't enough, you may have competitive trait anxiety, which means the anxiety is part of your personality. In this case, you will need to see me more often so that I can help increase your self-esteem and decrease your sensitivity to potential threats of anxiety.
Study shows that with more competitive experience, symptoms of anxiety are less intense and are interpreted in a more positive way. Creating an uncomfortable situation during practice can allow you to get used to the feelings of anxiety and reduce the effect it has on your performance. You can also join other leagues or camps in your off seasons to get even more experience with competition and being in an unfamiliar setting. Group cohesion can be very beneficial to your interpretation of anxiety. When in a group, intensity of anxiety is reduced because all pressure is diffused among your teammates. Similarly, your teammates can help you have better interpretation of your anxiety. They can offer you emotional support and encourage you to strive for your goals. If you don't have a high attraction to your group members, it might be beneficial to find another team or undergo team building exercises to increase team cohesion.